Hey everybody, Flip Hunter Dave here. We're on to a new opportunity here on Long Island, New York. So today I'm trying to decide whether or not to flip this property myself or wholesale the property out. And what's going to determine that is always the income, the spread, the profit. So I called Michelle down as well. She's going to give me some feedback on what she feels the after renovation value is, the ARV of this property. In addition, maybe some feedback on the potential for these rental incomes and the legalities of such as well.
Could you have picked a drier day? How are you?
Thanks for coming down, Michelle.
Always good to see you.
Same here.
Not only are there walls, there's a possible for 3 living spaces. I think this is a hook, line, and sinker.
In this particular property, we have 3 potential income streams with the proper permits. We have the main floor, we have the second floor, which is 2 bedrooms, and then we have the lower level, but it's a nice open space and there's really a tremendous amount of opportunity here for the right buyer.
So you have the possible living space on the lower level. The main level, quite impressed with. I love that it's open concept between the living and dining area. Some of these older houses around this age, they just have the little half wall. So that's nice, that's a great feature. Mm-hmm. And the upper level is, the square footage is just about the same. This definitely is appealing to an investor. Close it off, have a door here, sliders.
So this was an estate sale.
Okay.
And so we had 3 siblings, 3 mature siblings, who had to all agree on the purchase price, which we were able to do. So being in contract, the opportunity to either flip it myself, same story, flip or wholesale.
Oh, I know how that goes.
And that's why I wanted you to tell me what you felt were the as-is number today.
Right.
I mean, the house doesn't need a ton of work, as you said. It's not beaten down, beaten up. There are some issues, there are some updates that you'd have to do, of course.
Sure.
But, we got them all to agree, so we had to go through the whole system, to get this approved through the court. It was probate, there was no will. So we had to work through all those obstacles, but we're here now.
We know a typical purchase can take anywhere from 45 days on or about. How long did the estate process take with no will? Was there anybody contesting it?
There was no contesting.
There's nothing to contest,
There was
right?
no contesting, and I think as Rick had, my attorney had mentioned. Wait, stop. Let's talk to Rick, the attorney. So I have 3 siblings on an estate sale that have to agree on one price. Never an easy mission. So Rick, I have a house now. It's not in foreclosure. Let's just get this family to agree and let's get this house sold. There are 3 siblings, 2 of which are in Florida, 1 up here in New York, and we're looking to make a deal, but there was no will. Can you believe there's no will? But it does happen more often than you think. What is the normal process? Does it have to go through probate, or is there another way to work around that?
There are a lot of title companies that will allow you to purchase without going through probate, and what they do is they contact non-family members who are familiar with the heir.
This is what we call a family affair.
Sign what we call an heirship affidavit, which is an affidavit that states who the surviving heirs was of the decedent, and those surviving heirs would then sign the deed over to whomever the buyer is. But there are some title companies that won't do that, and they actually want the estate probated, which would be called an administration, and not a probate because there's no will, so it's an administration.
Right.
And then you have to wait for that, and that could be time-consuming considering the courts are so backed up. That could be a 4 to 8 month, 10-month process.
So it pays to select the right title company in these situations.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you switch title companies? if they have certain demands?
Well, you being the buyer, you can use any title company you want.
Right.
So if you're halfway through a transaction, You would, and if you found out that they were not willing to do that, then we can move on to someone else. But in advance, as your attorney, I would know in advance what
Check.
company to use, because I know
Right.
what companies have done it for me in the past.
Right. When there's a will, there is a way. Yeah. So I mean, the house has definite, possibilities. Great rental income, like you said.
Right.
For someone to live on the main floor and even rent, if they could rent the top and rent the bottom. Downstairs, the lower level, the issue there is not an egress window.
Right.
And the other issue is that the washer and dryer is downstairs.
Okay.
And the way it's configured, as you'll take a look, it's not very conducive for the main owner and the main floor owner to be able to go do their laundry. We'd have to reconfigure
Okay.
entrances in and entrances out. So there's a few things.
Well, Dave, there are many apartments on Long Island where people have to actually go to the laundromat. So maybe you could charge, if you decide to hold, maybe you could just charge a little bit more rent for the level that has the washer and dryer. That might be more economic than adding another access.
That's true. So the layout downstairs in the lower level or basement is such that you could either make it into an apartment or just another living space down there. It does have an outside entrance, it does have a bathroom, and it just has a small kitchen there with kitchen cabinets and actual granite top, and a laundry room. So you could really go either way with this.
At Exit Realty, we believe that the technology we use to market your home should be both high-tech and high-touch.
We'll be demonstrating some of the cutting-edge technology we'll use to maximize your home's exposure and market it effectively to the largest pool of potential buyers.
Exit Realty has put together a marketing strategy designed for you, the homeowner.
When it comes to successfully marketing your home, our experience and technology will stand out.
Our Smart Sign technology is the first tool in our marketing toolbox. Utilizing geolocation technology similar to that of your car's GPS system, our Smart Sign encourages buyers to text EXIT to 85377 for information that will be delivered immediately to their mobile devices. This includes photos, price, and the details of your home.
If you text EXIT sign to 85377 right now on your own mobile device, you'll see an example of what a potential buyer sees.
Think smart.
Think EXIT.
Decide to wholesale it.
Right.
What can we get for that, and what the after renovation value would be after we fix this up, like a good, but a conservative number. I don't want pie in the sky, I want a nice conservative number. And that way I can present it and see what the wholesale opportunities might allow for.
I would say, since this house actually doesn't need that much work, maybe some paint, maybe get some professionals in here to see what can be done to market it properly, I would actually wholesale it to another investor. I think with 3 levels of opportunity, the main, the lower, and the upper level, potential opportunity, of course, I say flip it to another investor, wholesale it out, and I'll see you at the next project.
I do like the idea of that, provided that there's a spread enough for us to, to make an ample profit.
Maybe we can call your friends, interior designers, and see what they have to say and regroup. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give that after renovation value right now.
Yeah, and plus we really can't factor in the rental income.
Right?
Unless it's all legal.
Well, that's
at this
right.
point.
So everything is potential. Right. I'd like to see what the girls have to say.
So my favorite interior designers are coming down. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
Thanks for coming down. Come on. So, ladies, thanks for coming down today.
Thanks for having us.
Well, you're the best interior designers on Long Island, right? So we only go with the best. So you're here to help me today.
I'm Oshri Audrey.
I'm Jillian Dahlman, and we're Audrey Dahlman Interiors.
We are a residential interior design firm, and we're based out of Long Island, New York. We service the entire tri-state area, and we focus on design all the way from project management, design build to staging.
So we have a great opportunity today. It's an investment property. I'm looking to either flip it or perhaps turn it over to another investor, which is called wholesaling.
Okay.
But I like your ideas on how we could increase the value here for marketability, salability. So at the end of the day, if I do flip it, I end up with the best number.
Come check it out with us.
Let's go.
First thing I'm noticing is this textured paint. Needs to go. It looks
We need to
faded.
smooth it out, paint the whole room a nice light bright color.
Yeah, it's only on this wall if you notice.
You might want to change out the door hardware or even the doors because they're a little dated. Either
All
satin nickel
yeah.
or black even would work.
I would do a simple blackout roller shade. So it's just to block out all the light.
They're going to give us some really good ideas on what we could do with this property to try to make it a little more valuable. If I flip the property, I want to make sure that we have the right opportunities, the right things in place to maximize on our profits here.
The floors I think would be better a different color I think throughout the house.
Yeah, they're different colors in this room than the hallway, so they need to be consistent, so they all need to be sand and stained.
And a nice lighter color.
Yeah.
And then the furniture, if we, to put furniture in here and stage it, I would do much lighter, lower profile, not as imposing. This dark furniture kind of
Right.
overtakes the room.
Right, so we have the bed here,
Yep,
2
nice
nightstands, 2 lamps, a nice area rug to frame out this main piece of
And
area
then
furniture.
a dresser just to
over
fit this
here,
way.
get rid of a piece over there, it's just way too crowded and bulky. The lights here are different than the ones over here, they should all be consistent. Change out the bulbs, they're a little too yellow.
Upstairs, the second floor, it has 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So you could either convert that into more living space for a family here, or you can actually rent it out as an apartment with the proper permits, of course.
Flooring situation up here, I would rip it all out.
So I really feel like this would be a very good opportunity for a first-time home buyer, either single or a small family, because there's such tremendous opportunity for other rental income here that would offset the cost of their mortgage and their taxes.
A day bed over here that goes across this wall and kind of make use of this cove.
That we normally do just to maximize the space.
You could put a desk.
This is a perfect opportunity to have a double sink.
This particular property has limited damage and it really has a lot to work with, a lot of potential. It has a great yard as well, so I'm pretty excited about this one.
The handrail I think could be changed to something a little more modern, maybe something that's sleeker and painted black would be nice.
In this area, I would say about maybe 4.25, 4.30.
So that gives, that allows me to try to figure out if there's enough of a spread to sell it to another investor where it'd be feasible for them as well.
Dave, I've looked around with you and I really feel that there is. Honestly, you know the magic number. If it's not 100,000 or more, you have to tighten up the wallet a little bit.
The spread is there.
Yeah,
the spread
absolutely.
The spread is definitely there to wholesale it, and that's the way I'm
And I'm sure you know a few people you could flip this to for about 315, 320, something like that. And then it's win-win.
Those numbers would make sense. I will say that if it's potentially a sale at 315, 320, and I do think that with the amount of money you would put into this property,
Right.
and then a sale for 4.25 is enough of a spread for somebody to take this on, flip it.
Why don't I run back to the office? I'll run some comps for you.
Don't forget your umbrella.
Okay.
Training.
Thank you. Well, only witches and angels melt, Dave, and I'm neither.
All right, let's get your jacket. I suspect that this is going to be a wholesale deal. I have my feelers out there already, and I think it's going to go in that direction. I'm sure Michelle will be happy about that. I'm so excited for the outcome.
So here we are, Flip Hunter Nation. We have wholesale versus the flip. Either way, we purchased a property for $246,000. We are in contract. Let's go to the wholesale side. No renovations, no headaches. We feel we could sell this property to another investor who's willing to flip it for between $315,000 and $325,000. Estimated profit, $70,000. On the other side, we have the flip. We purchased it for $246,000. We're going to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $120,000 renovations. After closing costs and carrying costs, total spent would be $366,000. The ARV value after renovation value, meaning what we feel we can sell it for after it's fixed up. That would be $425,000. Estimated profit, $59,000. Still a good day. However, the wholesale side takes the cake. More money and less headache. Estimated profit, $70,000.